our coverage of the pandemic. Data from Johns Hopkins shows cases are on the rise in at least 16 countries.
And here's a look at the latest numbers from across the globe.
There are more than 39.8 million cases worldwide, with more than 1.1 million deaths. Here in the United States, cases have surpassed 8.1 million since the pandemic began, and nearly 220,000 Americans have died. Health officials reported an additional 52,000 cases in the past 24 hours. That's down roughly 7,000 from the day before, but it is worth noting the data does now include the number of tests performed each day.
And some new research from experts at Johns Hopkins could give doctors a better understanding on how to slow coronavirus from attacking the human body. Researchers say it may be possible to block a certain protein that allows the virus to affect the healthy cells in our bodies. They say coronavirus can affect our immune systems by triggering deadly inflammatory reactions that can often lead to severe organ damage. And this new discovery could allow scientists to prevent the destructive chain of events from even happening in the first place. Tonight, we are joined by one of the researchers with Johns Hopkins who conducted this experiment. Dr. Alan Brodsky is a professor of medicine. He specializes in hematology, which is the study of the physiology of the blood. So, Dr. Brodsky, thank you so much for speaking with us tonight.
Thank you.
The goal, we know, with this research is in blocking a protein. It's known as factor D. So can you explain how this would work so we can all understand and why it's really so crucial to preventing infections?
Sure. So one of the things that we found is that the spike proteins of the coronavirus, which gives it its name, the crown, binds to something on the cells called heparan sulfate, which is a sugar. And this activates a part of the immune system called complement. And what factor D does is block this just upstream of where it activates it. So it's a very potent inhibitor.
Now, how would blocking this protein also stop the deadly inflammatory reactions that we're seeing so many infected patients having?
Right. So what happens is when the spike proteins occupy this site, factor H, which is another protein, and you can think of factor H as a brake on the immune system, it can't bind to the cell. So the brake is disengaged. And you can think of a car accelerating because the brake is off. What factor D does is allow you to reapply the brakes because it's just upstream of that. And it can completely shut down this part of the complement pathway.
All right, so Dr. Brodsky, I know you've been working on this, researching it. According to an article we found in SciTech Daily, sounds like there's some good news here because there may already be drugs in development for other diseases that could do that blocking needed for the treatment of COVID-19.
That's correct. There are a number of complement inhibitors. Some are already approved for use in humans, and some are already in late-stage clinical trials, not only for other diseases that affect the complement system, but also for COVID. And hopefully we will know within another year or so whether or not these drugs are effective.
And again, so you say maybe we'll know within another year. Obviously, more research needs to be done. But from what you know now, do you think that there are maybe certain patients who would be better candidates for this type of protein blocking, or would any infected patient be able to benefit from this?
Yes, it's really targeted at the ones that are most severely affected. And we haven't been able to prove this yet, but this is where our research is going now, is that we believe that there are certain patients that have a genetic susceptibility, perhaps a 0.1 to 1% of the population, that have mutations that they're born with that make them not handle complement very well. So it's that group, when they get the coronavirus, they get more than just the fever and body aches and chills. They get the severe multi-organ damage because they not only get the infection, but also have an underlying predisposition. And it's that group that we should be able to identify, and they would be most probably the ones to most benefit from this type of therapy.
And you think those people could be identified, obviously, before they had the negative effects?
Yes.
All right. So can you tell me, last question here, how does this study really fit into the bigger picture of trying to eradicate, or at the very least, try to get this virus under control?
Yes, so there's already been a number of advances, and the mortality rate from the virus has gone down dramatically over the last several months. But it's still a very dangerous virus, and so the more drugs or approaches we have that can slow down the end organ damage from this virus, the better off we are. Almost everyone clears the virus. That's not the problem. The problem is that when there are certain people that get the virus that have such severe end organ damage that they end up dying from complications of it. So if we can stop the end organ complications with drugs like this, with drugs like some of the drugs that have already been developed, with antibodies, et cetera, then we can really decrease the suffering and hopefully the mortality as well.
Absolutely. A lot of patients, a lot of families happy to hear that. Researcher with Johns Hopkins, Dr. Brodsky, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.